one of those blowy things for your laptop. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was my laptop. I pulled it closer on the wood, so sorry about that. Okay. I was playing it last night. I was playing Sims last night, and I dozed off for like an hour and a half. So I'm not fully sure what's going on. I tried to remember everything that was going on before I closed it, but I was too tired. I was absolutely too tired. So this is Mauritania, Rocky's firstborn. She's a young adult now. She did have a birthday. She was a teenager the last time you guys saw her. Her main traits are cheerful, perfectionist, and music lover. And she's amazing. She's artistic and smart and sociable. She's been perfect her entire life. I love her so much. I love her as any mother would. She's a young adult right now, and she just took over on her birthday when she was her young adult birthday. It sounds funny to say, but on her young adult birthday, her dad, Ty, King Ty Belt Cap, him. See? It's so funny because it was, side note, it was the wildest thing. As when she became a teenager, she aged up and looked exactly like me. Because Rocky is me, my character here. I just aged her up to an adult. So her face is mirrored after my face. So we look alike, which is really cool. I tested it out and I showed my friend, like, oh, look. And they were like, oh, wait, is that you? So awesome, I tested out. That's why her eyes, this as dark as you can get with your eyes. Mine are a bit darker, but I feel like this really plays it up because when you look at her eyes, you're like, oh my goodness, they're so dark they could be black. But then you look closer and realize they're brown. That's an experience I've had since middle school. So love her. Perfect. Originally, I only gave her hairstyles I wore in real life, but they don't have a lot. They don't have every hairstyle that I wear my hair in. So generally speaking, I gave her hairstyles that I could do with my natural hair, and this is one of them. I love the texture. I love what they did and all that. Love that, love that, love that. I do have 2 nose rings. One of them I took out, so that's closed, and I was gonna get a septum piercing, but I don't know. I've been like going back and forth. Like, do I really want to? Do I want to go through the healing process again? You know what I mean? And taking my piercings out of my nose has never been a point of comfort for me, even though I did get it to add more to the accessories, to accessorize more. That's why I got more piercings on my ears, so I can add more earrings, thus more accessories to the outfit and so on and so forth, because fashion stylist, hello. So Maure, when she was a teenager, she had my whole face to the point that I consistently mixed them up. I would think I was looking at myself and I wasn't. I was looking at my daughter. So I thought that was so cool and so wild because I have wondered that, like when I have a daughter in real life, will she have my face? How much of us will we look so much alike that looking at her will feel like looking at myself when I was 7? And I was like, that may bring up some drama. So, but then when she became a young adult, she took on her dad's head shape. She's always had his eyes, you know, but she took on her dad's head shape. But there are still times where I mix this up. So I think that's really cool and really, really sweet, honestly, that she looks like me. I'm her mama. So this is Mauritania. We call her Maure for short. Mauritania, I named her since I knew that she was going to be the heir to Ty's dynasty. I wanted to give her a name that was royal, you know, but not so on the nose. So I was thinking Cleopatra because she's African, technically, because I'm African, you know. By her, I mean Maure. Maure's African because I'm African. And Cleopatra's African. She's Egyptian. So I wanted a name that was, you know, around there. I was thinking Cleopatra, but Cleopatra's so on the nose. You know, people go Cleopatra a lot. So I wanted something that was correlated to her. Cleopatra was born in a place called Mauritania, right? And that's why I named her Mauritania, because I was like, I like little things like that, like you'd have to know to get it. So, and we call her Maure for short. All my girls have nicknames because a nickname is a sign of endearment, you know? So these are actually her outfits. Some of these outfits are outfits that I gave her when she was a teenager. Some of them carried over, which I really think Sims should have teens be different from young adults. My teenagers should not look like young adults. I think it's so odd that Sims didn't know that that's an issue, because teenagers, they have the exact same attire as young adults, and elders. That within itself is an issue because teenagers aren't adults. They're not a form of adult. They're a form of adolescent. They're a form of a minor. They're a form of a child. That's the oldest child you can have. Okay? Not the youngest adult, the oldest child. They should have their own attire, just like preteens and preteens. Well, we don't have preteens. I mean, adolescents, just like adolescents, toddlers, infants, and newborns. Well, newborns don't really have their own attire, but you guys know what I mean. Teenagers should have their own attire. My teenagers look like young adults. I keep forgetting that they're not young adults and that they're in fact teenagers. I keep forgetting that Maure is a young adult and not a teenager because they look the same. Like their face changed, but their height's the same, their body is the same, and it's bothersome. They should have their own cool attire. It's very difficult trying to pick from adult clothing and make them look like teens at first glance, you know? So this is Maure's first outfit. I love the heels. I truly do. I love the heels that came with the Royalty Legacy pack. These are her nails. It's the wedding nails. The rings and accessories. Golden watch. Hello. Of course, of course. Love the hairstyle. Love her makeup. Kept her makeup the same when she was a teeny bopper because I don't really put makeup on my teenagers. I might give them like a little eyeliner, maybe some lip gloss because the lip gloss goes a long way. That is her first everyday look. This is the second. I love the texture of this dress because it looks like red velvet. You know, it looks like a Christmas dress, and I love that. I love the pearls hairstyle. I love the gloves. The gloves, the sleeves are amazing. Love that so much. I kept her in red and gold with some white. White is Rocky Half Dynasty. I feel like our Dynasty colors are white. White and gold. You know, if we're stepping out of the white, then we're going brown and gold, you know, like neutrals, that area. So that's why she has white accent pieces. But since Maure is in fact in her dad's Dynasty, we go red and gold for her attire. She was raised knowing that she would be the heir. She was crowned the heir as an infant, so she was always raised to be the heir. This is her second outfit. I love this one, honestly. I matched this one to the stockings and the gloves. I love the shoes with the dash of red because, hello, we are the Capps. The Capps are red and gold. I love her nose. I think she has her dad's nose. I'm not 100% sure, but she's always had that nose. I didn't go in and switch anyone's faces. I don't do that. How you're born is how you're born, baby. You know, you're beautiful, period. It's a top and a bottom. It's a skirt and a top. Love it. Love the gloves and the sleeves. We have gold and red rings on, of course. Red for the accent pieces. Look at the necklace. Hello. We're a diamond. Keep it cute. This is her fourth look. This is one of my favorites. This is the look I gave her as a teenager. I wanted something that was sophisticated and cute, but also felt young, you know? Love the hairstyle so much. Maure has no tattoos. I felt like giving my teenagers personally, my kids, tattoos as a teenager was a bit much. She hasn't gotten tattoos as a young adult. I don't know if she ever will. I don't know if tattoos really are her personality. But see, the gold accents. I love the earrings. The earrings with the crown necklaces, everything. She's stunning, I know. I love these pants. I love the pants. I love how wide bottom they are. I love that. This is a top that we got from the event. I don't know if that's still happening or not, but from the royal event, that's where the top came from. It's really cute. I saw it and thought it was really cute. For her nails, Maure's always kept her nails long when she was a teenager. She grew hers out long. I say that because I have two other daughters that are twins. They don't really wear their nails this long, but Maure does. She's been a great everything since she was a baby. Honestly, it's just spectacular. I was blessed 3 times over. 4 times. I have a son now. They're amazing. This is her first formal look. Love it. Love it. Nails, of course. Yes, yes. These nails are from the pack that has that little shoe. It's not a game pack. Really, it's a kit. It's like what is it called? It's called Urban something or another. I picked it because I'm from New York City and they had the New York City style. They had the door knockers. They had the leather boots that I wore when I was in high school. And they had like the baggy gym pants, like basketball shorts, and then like the tank top with like all the spray paint and design on it. Like they had that for the pack. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is so New York. I can't. So I got that. I got that pack. The heels are gold. Peep the shoes. Heels are gold. Toenails are red. This is the second formal look. I really love this dress. When I saw this dress previewed, I loved it so much. I love the claws. I love the claws. You know, love that. I wish there was a physical interaction with the claws. I really do. That'd be cool. Gave her this tiara, put her hair back in a little bun, gave her some pearls. Hello, eat down. I forget what in my mind I saw this outfit for. Because I figured this be more for like a gala event for when the family is doing something as a royal together, but it's really we're doing it as the Capp family, and Maure is there as a family member for like an upscale gala, or she shows up to Ty called a conference and she showed up. This is the outfit I was thinking. This one is more, we're putting on a formal event, but we're at home. We're at home. You know, it's a bit more laid back, it's a bit more calm. This is gold. I loved playing up the gold. I really did. This is an armband that I gave her. The armband is from the Business and Hobbies pack. These rings come together as a set, and I believe that they're from the Royalty pack. No. They're from the game pack that came with the Royalty and Legacy pack if you bought it in that certain like little window that they had. So this is a kit or a game pack. It's all the way at the bottom. And I forget what it's called. It's like the sophisticated one. The outfits are like very luxurious and things like that. But it has that little head with the glasses and that little headscarf around it. That's the icon for the pack. Love that. Love the accessories that are on top of her gold gloves. She has no stockings on, just a little gold shoes. See, it's little pretty gold shoes. I love that. I love the gown on her. I love the way the gown falls. I think the gown is beautiful. I actually have never noticed the bow in the back. I'm just not noticing this, but I love the bow in the back. Love that. Love that feature. I love how it actually hangs down. I love that. Look, it looks like a real bow. I love a good detail. I wanted to get the right tone of gold because, you know, Sims does too. A paler gold than a really rich and pigmented gold. And I wanted to keep the gold color on par with this little brooch that's on her dress. That comes on the dress. And I wanted to play up that. Obviously, red and gold necklace because she's a Capp. She is the heir. She is the head of the dynasty now. And I love the pearl hairstyle. This is one of my favorite hairstyles. I think it was amazing because Maure does have curly hair. This is the look, and the look is teen. That's her third formal look. This is her fourth formal look, right? This is more for, I forget. This is formal for her when she's doing a formal thing. So when she is calling people and the formal events for her. For example, we held a gala last night because now that she's the head of the Capp dynasty, I wanted to make sure she knew every dynasty head and their heir. I felt that was important because Maure has always been social and friendly and charismatic, and she's always been focused on being royal. She really is just like her dad, but at the same time, she has my level of focus, and I love that. She's really both of us, and we raised her to have a certain level of attention. She always knew she was going to be the heir, so she doesn't mind putting the kingdom first. I say that as a prefix right now because we're looking to who she's going to wed, right? I already picked out who her heir was going to be, who she was going to marry rather, when she was a teenager. It was going to be Obi, but that one left. They became friends as teenagers, and they started dating as teenagers. But she also liked Phoenix. You guys don't know Phoenix, but Phoenix is from my wizarding family. He's from my wizarding family. He's incredibly cute. He's a teenager as well still, because that's an active household that I play, but I haven't been playing it, so he's not aged up yet. But so he's still a teenager, and he's incredibly cute. He has 3 other siblings, and they really liked each other. They really got along. I knew him back when I'm still a mentor, but back when I was focused on being a mentor. You know, now I'm a mother and a monarch, so the attention is different. It's all about the babies. Before that, and it was just my career, I was a mentor, and I mentored his oldest brother, Lumen. And Lumen's great. Lumen is just amazing. It's just, your firstborns they just come out spectacular.